What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel, and there is a new coverage meta taking shape in the competitive space of Madden 24. Today's video is going to break down exactly what you guys need to do from an AP setup and a coverage setup to get more stops in Madden 24. Now, if you guys like this video, I want to make sure that you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you're notified of all the uploads here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. This tip is sponsored by GridironGamePlans.gg, coming straight to you from our November vault. Let's talk about this hybrid cover 3 that a lot of players are running right now. Let's start off with the AP setup. It is very important that with your AP setup, you guys are looking at not one, but 2 deep out zone KOs. I know I did a video just last week talking about my take on the AP setups in Madden right now and how drop picks are an issue. I'm assuming EA is probably going to be taking a look at making interceptions more viable.
Yeah, right.
Or maybe making pick artists cheaper. Who knows what they're going to do. But there are a lot of players that have said, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to run pick artists. We still drop the ball either way. Let's focus on KOs. So with this particular tip, you're not going to want 1, but you're actually going to want 2 deep out KOs for this particular defense. Now from there, that's going to leave you with 1 AP left over. There's no better ability in the game for 1 AP than the Lurk artist. So make sure that you guys have a Lurk artist linebacker. That'll give you somebody you can use or that can animate really well, catch the ball when it's thrown at you. Probably the best way to run this defense. Let's go ahead and take the practice field and break down the shell. Let's start off with our coaching adjustments. It's very important that you guys, for this tip, turn match coverage off. You want your zone coverage set to default. If you guys leave match coverage on, this tip will be terrible. You will not enjoy your time running this. You will give up a ton of one-play scores. Turn off match coverage with this, okay? I promise you, you will like it a lot better if you do. Now, from there, you guys can choose to leave your zone drops on. A lot of players will like their flat set to 30 and their curl flat set to 5, sometimes 10, sometimes 0 if it's a 4th down and really short. But in general, a lot of players are going to set up their Mabel settings just like this. We're not necessarily going to use our zone drops in this, but as you remember, you guys can always reset the play as soon as you break the huddle, and that will turn your zone drops off and revert back to the regular coverage, whether that's zone or match. With us having match off, you won't have to worry about that either. Now, for our alignment, we're going to set this to base align. Auto flip is up to you. I would recommend if you guys are in a nickel set, you will probably want this on, so that way your nickel corner is on the 3 receiver side of the offensive formation. If you guys are running this tip out of 3-4, 4-3 dollar dime, where you have symmetrical-ish types of formations, you won't have to worry about this so much either. Now, what play is it that we're going to run? We are going to run a cover 3, and you guys are going to want to call a cover 3 sky or a cover 3 buzz. For those that don't know the difference between sky, cloud, and buzz, just real quick, the first letter of the word that comes after cover 3 refers to the player that plays the flat in that coverage. So in cover 3 sky, you're talking about S for sky, S for safety. When you talk about cover 3 cloud, we're talking about C for corner. So if you take a look right here at this cover 3 cloud, you see that the flat zone defender on cover 3 cloud is a corner. And then of course, when we talk about your typical cover 3 buzz, you're oftentimes going to see a backer in the flat, B for backer. So with this particular defense, we are going to call cover 3 sky. And with this, you're going to want to make sure that your deep out KO players are playing the outside corner position. So over here on the left, I'm going to put Ronnie Lott. Over here on the right, I will go ahead and put in our Brian Dawkins. So those will be our 2 players on the outside. You guys can put in whoever you want at the other spots on the field. Now, let's go ahead and take the field here and show you guys how to shut down the meta. So we'll go ahead and run a little bit of a street corner combo. With this particular defense, remember, we are already base aligned. You are going to press this coverage. You guys will want to take your outside third defenders and put them into outside quarters. Here is why you want to do this. Your outside quarter zone drops slower down the sideline than an outside third. We are going to use the short drop of the outside quarter to be able to react via the break on ball bonus of the knockout ability to a corner. So if I run a street corner combination with the purpose being to throw the ball to Michael Thomas, you will see that this player will be able to make a break and stop that throw. This is a very, very good way to slow this down. Traditionally, without a KO ability, you will not get that break on ball that peels back in time to make this happen. Now, of course, if they were to kind of hold on to the ball a little bit longer, try to really make this kind of prolonged, you will see that it gives you a chance, but you see that the break on ball bonus of the deep out KO really does a great job of getting back to that throw. Let's take a look at the instant replay. Now you see right here with this, we've got this player that's in an outside fourth or quarter zone. He's going to respect the verticality of this streak, but the problem is typically an outside quarter zone is not going to be able to get back to the corner. But because we have the break on ball bonus associated with this knockout ability, it's like he has eyes in the back of his head and he can get back to this throw and make a knockout. You see, in that particular situation, we didn't need a knockout. He actually, via the break on ball bonus, was able to get back and just make a SWAT animation. And in some cases, you may be able to click on and get an interception. Now let's go ahead and run this to the other side of the field. So again, traditionally, what we're used to seeing on the wide side of the field is a lot of players will go ahead and motion a streak to the outside. So you'll see this at a bunch, you'll see this at a tight, where they will put a guy out wide for the whole purpose being to pull the deep quarter down the field. And you're going to see here that with this, if I go to throw my corner, he can turn around and break on that throw and cause the drop on the sideline. So this is a big deal as it pertains to this particular type of meta, because corner routes are completely shut down with this. It's something that is so incredibly easy to stop. Your opponents are really going to struggle to move the ball heavily via corners, especially considering the meta right now is to go 4 strong. So how many times have you seen something kind of similar to what I'm about to show you right here? And that is that they come out in their bunch. You want to play match coverage. And then all of a sudden your opponent says, you know what, let's go ahead and motion our running back around. I know they're in match coverage. I want to turn that match coverage off and I want to throw my corner routes. Of course, you always see this type of behavior out of players, and they'll even try to, sometimes it go as far as to motion outside and say, you know what, you're really not defending a corner out here. You guys can call cover 4 quarters, but if your match is set to default, that means it's just cover 4 drop. Now we have this outside quarter zone that's going to drop a lot slower. And you're going to see here that we're going to be able to throw this ball out to the sideline, and you're going to have that guy that can turn around and peel back and break on that throw really easily. But again, if you guys really want to, you guys can go ahead and also, let's go ahead and put the ball on the short side of the field here. You guys could also just come out in the cover 3, like I said. You don't have to come out in quarters anymore against bunch. You could just come out in a true cover 3. You're going to press. You're going to put your guy that you want to defend the corner on an outside quarter zone. And then no matter what they do, it does not matter. They're going to be in a spot where that guy's going to be able to peel back and take away that throw. You see right there that we're just not able to fit that in. That knockout ability is right there. That's going to be a tight throw. It's going to be very, very difficult, even if they throw an accurate ball. So it's super, super simple to be able to counter this corner route meta. It doesn't matter whether it's bunch, tight, spread, whatever it is. They're trying to pull those zones deep down the field. You have that deep out KO. It's going to be lights out for those corner routes. But this is the competitive meta on defense right now. You guys need to be aware of this. This is a very, very, very good defense for the way offense is being constructed in this game right now. Again, if you guys struggle with this particular type of defense, we have ways to move the ball on it easily over on gridirongameplans.gg. Go check that out. So much content on the website. Think about it this way. If I'm putting this out for free on YouTube, imagine what's over on the website. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.